So you are interested in possibly going through a grant writing certification, and you're wondering what it is, right? I know it can be a little daunting and a little confusing when you're first starting out, but my name is Rodney Walker, and I want to help to clarify some things, hopefully to make this a little less fuzzy for you so that you understand really what does it take to become a certified grant writer. And I want to talk to you briefly about grant writing certifications, because I know a lot of times when you are trying to start out, you want to make sure that you're doing something that makes sense for you. And I want to help to explain it so as you are going through this whole process that you can actually get the right information to help you to be more prepared for the future that you're trying to build. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about the future that you're trying to prepare for yourself. And with it, we've been looking at what does it take to become a certified grant writer. And what is a grant writing certification? If you watched the last video that I did on this topic, I talked about the fact that the word certified is a word that comes from a Latin word, certus. And certus literally means to be fixed. It means to be settled. It's really like being indisputable. It's like certain. And so a certification is literally that. It's literally an organization or an institution that's helping you to be almost like a stamp of approval saying that yes, this person has been certified to do this, or yes, this person has certifiably gone through this training. So when we're talking about becoming a certified grant writer, the first steps of that can mean making sure that you align yourself with an institution that's going to train you and help you to learn how to do this. But here's the big question. Is a grant writing certification required for you in order to do grant writing? Now, this is a question that I get quite often from a number of grant writers in our Grant Writers Association that we have over on LinkedIn. And then also it's a question I get from just people that are interested in breaking into this field. Writing, do I have to have a grant writing certification? Do I have to have this paper? And I want to talk to that for I want to speak to that for just a second or two. So let's look at it and let's talk about it. Is it, first of all, required? Well, the truth of the matter is, as it relates to being a grant writer and doing grant writing, no, it's not required, okay? It's not required in the sense that you can write a grant proposal before you actually are certified. Remember what we talked about with the definition. The certification is literally the stamp of approval from an institution saying that you've gone through a set number of steps. For instance, you may be certified, okay, great. This person's learned how to do effective research in this area. You may have some other information that says, yes, you've been certified, that you know how to put together the elements of an effective grant proposal. You may be certified in some other part. But the bottom line is, certification is giving that stamp of approval. But back to the point, do you have to have that in order to write a grant? No, okay? Now, where does a certification come in then? What do you need it for, okay? Unlike some other professions, let me give you an example. There are some professions that you have to have a certain type of license, such as if you're gonna be a therapist and you're gonna be working on somebody, or if you're gonna be a physician and you're gonna be prescribing medication or doing a surgery, we want you to be certified, all right? We want you to be certified. So it's a little different though in terms of grant writing. You're not required to have that in order to write a grant proposal, but it can be helpful in some other ways. And I'm gonna do some other videos for you to talk about where it can be helpful. But for now, just know you don't have to have a grant writing certification in order to write a grant proposal. But you can write the grant proposal right now just by learning the basics of it. So if you're looking to say, okay, great, hey, can I just break into this field and start doing it? Yes, you can, okay? Now, in my next video, I'm gonna talk to you and share some information with you that's gonna help you to know how to do a more effective job, and that's where a certification may serve you well and may be able to assist you with accomplishing whatever your goals are. I like to always say, whatever you're doing, when you're thinking about doing any type of career, or when you're thinking about making any type of decision that can possibly affect your future, that you look at the big picture. And the question that I have for you is, the big picture is, what are you trying to do? Because based upon what you're trying to do, then that certification then may be important, okay? But if you're just trying to write a grant from scratch and start to submit a proposal for an organization to get funded, it's not required. It may be required to get a job in some cases, or it may be, let me put it this way, it may be more helpful for you to have it if you're looking to break into a career in this area. That's where it may be beneficial and may serve you. I'll talk more to you about that in the next video, but just know right now, if you're thinking about doing a certification just to write a grant, it's not absolutely required to write the grant. Just get to writing, all right? Remember, be brave, be bold, and be brilliant. And whatever you do with your life, remember to always take charge.